Peace, love, and light, my beautiful honeybees. Sugar Coco Oshun here with a channeled message from our ancestors for us today. Before we get started, I'm going to use my Tibetan chimes to cleanse our energy. So just take a moment to relax and set the intentions on the guidance that you wish to receive from your ancestors today. And we will begin. Retuning the frequencies, settling into the energy of peace and clarity. We are safe in this space. Our ancestors are with us with a message today. Archangel Michael protects and leads the way. Thank you to our archangels who are near and around us every day, performing miracles and protecting us when we don't see it, when we don't even know that we're coming up against harm. We thank you. We honor our ancestors in this reading today by showing up and receiving the guidance that they have for us. Namaste, Ashe. Okay, that felt good. That felt really good. So I hope you all are having a peaceful day, and if you're viewing me at night, I hope you're having a peaceful night. It's 2:44, I just saw on the clock, so I'll make sure I put that time stamp down below for those of you who wanted to skip straight to the reading part. Let's see what our ancestors have to say. This is a collective reading. This is no particular sign. And I am pulling in real time. Yes. Okay, ancestors, tell me more. Tell me more. Thank you. Whoa. Okay. Shri Krishna. I was just listening to that meditation earlier by Londarel. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Okay, one more, Spirit. Ooh. Ooh. Thank you, ancestors. Ah, how funny. Yeah, you guys, your ancestors want you to start connecting to your higher self. Okay, there could be, you could feel like you've been going through never-ending cycles of injustice done to you, and your spirit team, or your ancestors rather, want you to tap in with your higher self. And it's so interesting that that was the last card that I saw at the top of the deck, because this reading here, the cards that came out for us today, it's like it's everything that you know, we need to do, connected to our higher selves, why we need to connect to our higher selves, okay? The first card that came out was under demonic possession. So I feel as if the collective, our ancestors are here letting us know that we have been up under demonic possession. I strongly feel like using these devices, yes, the retreat card just came out. Using these devices are opening, it's a portal, right? Yeah, it's a portal, and let me focus. It's a portal. So we sit and we consume and we watch other people and their content. And a lot of these content creators are demonic. Like, I'm not calling anybody out specifically. I'm just going to say that in the times that I am scanning and skimming online, I see a lot of demons online. And people are, when I say in particular TikTok, when I'm sitting there and seeing 1.4 thousand of people sitting there and watching someone eat cornstarch or baby powder, or smacking eggs on their head, and like it's really gotten out of control. So our ancestors are here to, you know, take heed to this warning when you are consuming this type of content. Your body, our bodies have already been programmed to be open to these types of spiritual attacks, unless you are already informed how to protect yourself when you are going into the matrix via technology, or you experience the NPCs in the actual 3D reality when you go outside, okay? So your ancestors here want you to focus on bringing back I'm hearing Genesis, the beginning. Take a retreat, a hiatus away from these types of people, places, and things that are portals for demonic attacks, okay? This is very, very important. So that's why I'm really slow walking this. I'm not even, normally I'm breezing through my readings, but this reading, I feel compelled to be very precise with what I'm saying and how I'm saying it, the frequency in which I'm saying it, because it's not to invoke fear or panic. It is to awaken the crown chakra, okay, the Christos energy. So next we have Exodus, right? And immediately when I always pull this card, I hear Bobby, right? Bobby, Exodus, movement of God's people, right? So if you aren't familiar with this book of Exodus, please get yourselves versed in that. I know that I will be, because our ancestors are guiding us to that particular book, is to read about the movement of God's people. And I feel like we're definitely seeing that now, that these people who are coming in, ICE, you know, these are demonic, people with under demonic possession. That's how they're able to carry out these demands and commands of ripping families apart, and fracturing our economy, our society, and how it's ran. In order to do that, you have to lack a human gene, a human way. It's just a human. It's human, okay? It's only human that our hearts are going to open. It's only human that our hearts are going to lead. It's only human that we're going to feel each other's pain. We're going to feel each other's joy. And so those who are partaking in the ice raids and therefore the deportation of people, mass deportation of people, this is all a part of the Exodus. This is all a part of the movement. And these people are up under demonic possession. But know that the Most High is in charge of the entire heavenly hierarchy, including the lower realm, Hades, where the demons dwell. Okay? Even the ones that use us here as hosts. So our ancestors want us to work on our diets, because that is another way in which that we can consume these demons. It's through parasites and the things that we eat. Okay, we should be eating nourishing foods, things that are green, things that have healthy bacteria like yogurts. That'll go in and eat these parasites away. Greens like kale, like cabbage, okay? Turnips. These types of foods that will kill off parasites, demonic parasites. Your ancestors want you to focus on teaching your children old values, okay? Genesis, again. We've gotten so far away from our dignity, our morals, our respect, and how we carry ourselves. We've allowed a certain group of people to impersonate an identity, a manifesto destiny upon us that's not even ours. It's just giving destiny swapping, okay, at a mass level, okay, at a mass level. So when you see people speaking about these cases of destiny swapping, see, because mind you, that here on earth there is no court that will try you for sorcery. But our galactic council, Confederate Council, will. Okay, our justice halls will. Okay, Ma'at will weigh the heart and the heart and the feather and the feather, your heart and the feather upon the scales. Okay, so even if you think you're getting away with it, you're not. So the whole point I'm trying to make with this is the only way that we're going to be informed of the devices set against us is for us to talk about it. And when we experience it, we live it, and we speak about it. We share that with others, because, look, Genesis, Tawaret. Okay, so let me put that down. I'm literally just speaking, and I just saw that on my Egyptian cards. So, back to what I was saying. There isn't a court that will try a person who's committing sorcery or who's up under demonic attack, because majority of our courts, the leaders that sit in those positions, they're up under demonic possession. And so this has gone so high up and so far down, to the point where if we don't get back to ourselves, we're toast. I'm sorry. I'm always laughing. I'm so random. Like, I'm so random. Anyway. So yes, we are to teach our children the old values, the old ways of doing things. Homestead living and off-grid community came out. And these are two separate cards. So this is a big deal in teaching our children agriculture, teaching our children about frequencies, about color therapy, about the animals, the animal medicine, spirit totems, connecting with the land, how to retrieve water, how to filter your water, how to start a fire, how to protect yourselves, what herbs when they're outside, because most of our children are not outside. I can't say that for everyone, but I'm just saying when I'm outside, I'm not seeing children playing outside. Very seldom do I hear children's laughter anymore outside. And that was all a part of the plan. So, getting back to nature, getting back to our old values, our ancient practices, our ancient ways, it opens us up to new possibilities. Ancestor money came out as well. So if you have some ancestors' money, burn it. Or you can wait until the portal, the 8/8 portal. There is a Capricorn moon coming. And I feel that that will be very significant. That's why, I mean, why else would it come up? But, yeah, something about some type of completeness happening around the Capricorn full moon just next month in July. And we have Nefertum here, an Egyptian god. And this completion is 3/6. It's a connection with your ancestors. You could be saying 999, 369, 333, 666. It could be the age 36. But it's something about while the wicked are performing their acts, the light beings are performing theirs. And so there are rituals happening in life and in death. And we are moving towards completeness. We're moving towards, we're going through chaos in order to get back to harmony and peace, to restore the peace. And the only way that can be done is by exposing and the natural and organic destruction of wicked doers. So, with this Tawaret here, goddess, I believe she's a goddess. I wish I could look it up, but my laptop's, my cursor is disappeared. Something happening with America. Because we have here Heka and Mut. And with Mut, there's a large, that looks like a stork. However, the wings are the American color, the American flag colors. So there's going to be some type of message delivered, an alchemical force delivered to the planet through our ancestors, through our ancient ones. There's going to be a lot of destruction and dismantling. And this is why it's important for us. We're called to back to nature and to disconnect from this technology. Because it's just opening up portals to be corrupted. And then you'll be a part of, you know, those ones. And we don't want that. We want that completeness, that what is happening right now within yourselves. You're waking up, you're realizing, you know, that these people were selling their children, you know. I mean, it's just so much coming all at once, because there's tower after tower after tower. This is that alchemical force. This is that bomb drop. something with America and a bomb dropping. A nuclear bomb. I don't want to go too much deep into that. Perhaps it'll come up in a meditation. I did see in a meditation yesterday when I was on the porch that it was raining fire. And I was like, wow, Mama's really, 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 really infuriated. Mama's really, really, really infuriated. And I kept hearing, Mama's about to give birth. Mama's been pregnant. Mama's in labor pains. So I'm hearing, at that time I was hearing natural disasters, floods, and great quakes, trees moving, exodus again. This isn't only the movement of God's people, but this is also the movement of God's creation, moving us from a world of destruction and chaos into a world of wholeness, completeness, peace, and harmony. And the only way to get to that is getting through it. But there are key things that we have to do and remember as we're navigating to this place. And that is to work on our diets, because it's infiltration in the food industry. That is to work on the content that we're consuming, because it is infiltration there as well. Even to the people that we are encountering on a daily basis. Again, like I said, the whole NPC, people being sent your way. I realized today that someone was an agent. And I said, never seen these people here before. They look like agents. Like they're not really who they say they are. Earth spirit, stability. This is definitely collective, where a lot of people will be, this tower is constant, because in labor, there are constant labor pains, contractions, right? Some of them are small, and then they get big, okay? This is where people will be thrusted back into nature with this earth spirit here. People will be moved. People will be displaced. People will be wandering the lands. And these people will be doing this with a pure heart. Ready and accepting the changes that the world is going through. Learning to live and not survive anymore. Not holding on to that survival, but really finding out what it is to be free. To be in tuned. You know, a lot of people say, oh, I'm tapped in, I'm tapped in. Mind you, they're going into someone's house, workhouse, and they're working there for 8 hours plus, no sunlight, no connection with the nature, with the earth. Then they get off from work and they go back home to another enclosed building. I mean, how tapped in are we? We're not truly tapped in until we're on the earth. Now, I'm not saying that we can't have luxury. You can still have luxury and still be connected to earth. It's the way that we honor our earth. It's the way that we honor our natural things, our natural beings and creatures. The way that we honor ourselves and each other. The way that we honor our traditions and those old teachings and values. I remember when there was a time where we didn't allow our children to just eat all of those different colored cereals and all of these candies and these chips, and we regulated what we allowed our children to eat, what we allowed to access our temple. We regulated that. And now more and more and more, those liberties of being a human are being taken more and more and more, and we're not even aware of it because this demonic possession. Always keeping ourselves open to it. Binging, watching people eat mukbangs. So what do? You want to go get you some food and watch them eat mukbangs. Right? Gorging. Sauce is just dripping, you know? You like, shoot, I need a dribble too. I don't know, man. I don't know. All I know is that it's being restored. And those who are going to allow themselves to be open to the demonic possession, they're going to perish. It's just evident. And those who are taking heed to the ancestors' guidance, you're opening yourselves up to new possibilities. Burn that ancestors' money, okay? Burn that ancestors' money. Because that's the true currency, right? Bartering. Now, the ancestors' money, you can find that on Amazon if you guys don't have it. And those are normally in denominations that are not the American USA dollar. And so, to me, it's very symbolic of the old ways in which, how do I say it, kingdoms, they would create their own currencies and own trade systems, and we're getting back to that. Our ancestors are telling us we're getting back to that. We're getting back to that. Those who have been farmers for years or just starting out and want to help the community. I'm seeing so much community gardens thriving around of people coming out now and taking care of the land. And this is making Mama proud. This is the nurture and the care and the TLC that Mama needs and Mama deserves. And we love Mama Earth. We love Mama Terra. We love you. And we honor you. And we thank our ancestors who are all a part of this, just in different dimensions. Heck, and even in different, different bodies, different shells. We honor you and we thank you for this divine message today. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck, happy. God of renewal. A lot of flood and water energy here. Fire energy and water energy. This is why it's important for us to get back to those old ways, because as these disasters come in, we need to know how to navigate through them. Ashe? So, drop a feather in the comments, letting me know that you stayed until the end of this video, this message. Have a great day and a peaceful night. I'm sending so much love and light to my beautiful honeybees. Peace. Honey.